Ahoy, shipmates! Starting off this evening with a spot of container action. The CMA CGM Alcazar. Sounds like something you might... Sounds like something you might hear of in a Disney film, the Alcazar. Sounds like some sort of magic word, doesn't it? I see we have a few people down here in Mayflower Park waiting for the Disney magic. We're just waiting for the Alcazar to pass. And then we have 2 departures this evening in cruise ship format. That's the Disney Magic and the Anthem of the Seas. Disney Magic you can't see, and the Anthem of the Seas you can just about see a little bit of the stern on the right-hand side of the picture there. The Disney Magic will be... Actually, I'm not quite sure which way the Disney Magic's facing. I should check that, shouldn't I? She did say which she was going to swing. Disney Magic is facing away from us. I'm not sure which way she's going to swing. She might come towards us. Actually, I'm not sure which way the Anthem of the Seas is going to swing either. Could both be coming towards us, couldn't they? Well, it should be exciting, nonetheless. So there's already quite a little crowd down there to watch the Disney Magic. Been a bit of a chilly day here in the port of Southampton, but the sun has come out. Let's see here one of the local tugs. I'm not sure which one this is. Let's have a little look. I can never tell because they tend to put the names on the front. Oh, there we go. It's Fitz at Easton. You can see there she's just slacking up the lines to take them in and let the Alcazar proceed all by herself. It's quite a good spot here for watching that. They often do that. Oh, who do we have in the chat? Oh, ahoy there, Tis C. Oh, ahoy there, Elizabeth Whittlesea. Just taking in that line there. Hopefully the Disney Magic will departing.
Jenny Blue VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, CMA CGM Alcazar approaching pier head outbound.
Thank you. Anthem of the Seas, Disney Magic.
Disney Magic, Anthem. Oh my.
Evening again, Noel. Slight delay on this one. If you're ready to go, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, we're going now then. We're all set. Thanks for that. And we're swinging to board, if that's of any interest.
Yeah, roger that. Thanks. We'll follow you out. Thank you.
VTS, Anthem of the Seas, expect you copied that. We're just starting to let go now. Anthem of the Seas, VTS, that's all copied.
Oh, okay, a change to the schedule then. The Anthem of the Seas is going to be leaving first. Obviously.
Redjet 6 VTS, that's all copied. Red Osprey at Northbourne, outbound to Cows. The CMA CGM Alcazar at Pierhead, outbound.
And the Anthem of the Seas leaving first. Oh, it's like I say, always best to keep subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell because things do happen at rather short notice. Like, for instance, Anthem of the Seas was supposed to be leaving at 5:30 and then that got delayed, so never can tell.
VTS, CMA, CGM Alcazar, Pierhead, boy, CMA, CGM Alcazar, VTS, that's all copied. Next vessel away from SO is the Sea Puma, due away 18:30 from SO5, where she's started beside the quay. Pilot has not called in yet. Understood, thank you.
The red funnel.
VTS, RT.
RT, VTS, over.
That's finished on CMA boat, outbound. Making our way for the Glavers vessel, shifting.
VTS, all copied. Anthem of the Seas shortly underway from 101 then.
Yeah, I assume there, thank you.
VTS, Eston.
Eston, VTS, over.
Evening, that's a Tim for us, finished with the Alcazar and up to the Globus Summit shift.
BTS, that's all copied. Anthem of the Seas, shortening away from 101 berth.
Okay, thank you.
As I was saying, the Red Funnel ferry terminal has been exceedingly busy today.
Blade Runner 2 VTS.
There's been a lot of traffic in.
Blade Runner 2 VTS, traffic information. Next vessel away from SO is the Sea Puma, away from SO number 5, where she's starboard side 2 at 18:30. Pilot is not called in yet. Also, the CMA CGM Alcazar, pierhead outbound.
I do find it amusing.
BTS, both those vessels are clear channel.
I do find it amusing how not busy the port has been during the day. Then all of a sudden, at the last minute, everything decides to leave all at the same time. Like those buses that we talk about. See, it's particularly low tide at the moment. Though not that's a problem for any of the vessels here in the port. It has warmed up a little this evening because it really was quite chilly first thing this morning. So the Anthem of the Seas will be departing next any moment now. We can just waiting for her to depart. Ahoy there, shipmate NF5. Welcome aboard. Hope you'll enjoy being part of the crew. Ahoy there. Glenys Bratt enjoys watching the big ships going out. This is true. I'm thinking about getting some t-shirts made up with a Sir Mix-a-Lot cover, as I like big ships and I cannot lie. Certainly, it does amuse me for some reason. We do have... ahoy there, shipmate Phil Crofts. Many thanks for your kind donation. We do have a spot of merchandise in the shop now. A few t-shirts and mugs and a few posters and a few bits and pieces. It's starting to come along. A lot of people have requested to be able to help the channel out through merchandise.
Anthem of the Seas, we're underway now, swinging off of this.
Anthem of the Seas, BTS, all copied. Thank you.
Okay, so the Anthem of the Seas is going to swing off the berth because she's closest to Mayflower Park. And so she'll swing towards us and then head on out. And then, well, I was going to say shortly followed by the Disney Magic, but Disney Magic for some reason is delayed. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the Disney Magic there. We'll just watch the CMA CGM Alcazar move past the Town Quay. And then back here to the Anthem of the Seas, just off the right hand side of the screen, is slowly moving from the dock side. I don't know. I was going to say, still quite a few people down. There's a few more people down here now. Disney Magic is the ship that does attract the biggest crowds. I mean, we get lots of people down here in Mayflower Park. Ideal ship spotting location there. It's good for waving to friends and family on board, or just generally watching the ships. And if the weather is warm, there's ice creams available from the ice cream van and the kiosk. Also, the ice cream van does sell tea and coffee if it should be slightly cooler. All right, let's go back and check the... Oh, I forgot she's a big ship, isn't she? Oh, put the camera up a bit. There we go. I didn't catch passenger numbers, but I'm pretty sure Robert... Yes, Robert's caught them. Well done. Thank you, Robert. That's 2,422 passengers and 1,300 crew. I think if you're departing this evening, you'd be quite happy. The weather's picked up. There's a little bit of sun out there. of each evening to depart. So she has, Anthem of the Seas has capacity for somewhere in the region of nearly 5,000 passengers. So she's running at about half passenger capacity. And I would imagine that's probably almost full crew capacity. Seems to be the mode of operation of the ships at the moment. They're all about half capacity. I did actually notice, in similarity with Disney Magic, the Anthem of the Seas has yellow lifeboats. It's a little different, isn't it? Started off slowly, but it is amazing once they get moving how fast these ships spin on the spot. A quick look here at the wing bridge. As looks like one of the officers there. Looks like he's stretching, doesn't he, after a bit of yoga. And a couple of people on the top. I'm not sure if that's part of the wing bridge or if that's a passenger accessible area. Looks like it's passenger accessible, doesn't it? I'm sure there'll be a knowledgeable shipmate in the chat that could tell us. Speaking of which, ahoy there, Colin Large, and ahoy there, Craig Waitman. My family are on board this cruise ship tonight, and we'll be waving to you all. Excellent. That's very good to hear, Craig. Which ship, though? The Anthem or the Disney Magic? I'll try and zoom in.
Captain, it's there, VTS. That's all copied. There's no reported inbound traffic. Good evening.
Well, there, Chris Bevan, many thanks for your kind donation with a little message. Oh, we shipmates. No one's on...
VTS, Sea Puma. Sea Puma, VTS. Good evening.
Yes, Sea Puma. Yeah, very good evening. I'm just preparing to get away from SO number 5 in about 15 minutes. 8.5, 26 plus 2, and next port, T-Sport.
Sea Puma, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, CMA CGM Alcazar, Dockhead outbound, Anthem of the Seas turning off of 101 berth, then outbound, and then Disney Magic shortly away from 102 outbound. Over.
That's all copied. We're slotting somewhere. All right, thank you.
I was going to say there's nobody on the... There's a little globe there. I was just zooming on. That lifts up, gives you a wonderful view over the top of the ship in the wherever you are in the port. Nobody's on that this evening. I have seen people on that. I'm just going to turn the radio off because I think we understood. So the Disney Magic should be leaving fairly promptly after that. It's very decent of the chaps, isn't it? Keep everything ship shape and nice and easy for me to broadcast. Wonderful. Rather unfortunate this sort of time in the evening, though. We are facing into the setting sun, so it makes some of the camera work a little tricky. Robert says, Disney Magic leaving text minutes. Yes, got that. Thank you, Robert. Oh, ahoy there, Lewis Edlin. And ahoy there, Steve Skip. And ahoy there, Tim Bowerman. The Anthem of the Seas has this scrubbing technology which makes her exhaust gases look particularly unattractive in a browny, yellowy type poisonous acrid smoke way. But this is the result of the scrubbing technology taking away all those noxious gases. So apparently it's better than when they're black. Ahoy there, Hell's Bells from Cheshire. And Steve Skip, shipmate, says, hope I'm good this evening. I am indeed good. Thank you, shipmate. I've been struggling with software and crashes and not knowing what I'm doing, but things are progressing. And he also says it's warm and sunny in Cambridge. Well, it was, I must say this morning it was quite chilly, but it has warmed up a little this afternoon. Ahoy there, Elizabeth Whittlesea says, did Disney Magic come in this morning? Yes, she came in bright and early this morning. Not sure what time. I wasn't quite awake. Probably about 6-ish, I'd imagine. Seems to be the typical arrival time. And in case you're wondering, this is the Anthem of the Seas. Oh, with this Steve Skip says the harbour looks very empty compared to the last few days. Yes, it has emptied out. It got very busy at the weekend. And today has been a very quiet day in port. Hardly any traffic at all. Had a new dredger in port earlier, which I missed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able. I wanted to go and drone her. May not appeal to everyone, but it was an interesting looking dredger compared to some of the ones we normally see in ports. Cemex, something or other. Looks pretty interesting. Missed that one. Oh, jumped the chat around. Where's he gone? Ahoy there. Julia Graham says that Disney Magic was down in Dover for a long time. That's right, yeah, she was down in Dover for ages, wasn't she? I had a shipmate friend that was also down in Dover as well, on a ship. He wasn't particularly complimentary about being stuck on a ship for months on end. It's all part of the pandemic. Ahoy there, William Apps from Malvern. And ahoy there, Ashley Johnson says, this time last week we were on the Magic. Jealous of everyone leaving tonight. Enjoy. And ahoy there, fake name blogger who is in Mayflower Park. She may well be waving to some of the passengers on board then. There's quite a few on deck. I said only 50% capacity. I'm not sure when they're returning to full capacity. There's a few wavers. Nicely silhouetted. There we go. Waving to people in Mayflower Park, I suspect. Ahoy there, Gemma Harris. She says she's watching while studying again. Oh, it's great to hear, shipmate. I hope it's not too distracting for your studies. Ahoy there, Mark Napier says, why don't we get a camera on top of Cooties? It'd be great for 106. This is a good point. Good point, shipmate. I am expanding the camera network. I don't feel like I need any more cameras in port at the moment. I'm just trying to get them further afield. It's a slow, arduous task, but we're getting there. Ahoy there, Wolfgang H. He says he's watching while he's enjoying dinner. And Wolfgang H also says, don't forget the thumbs up. That's a very good point. Shipmate, I always forget to do that myself. Hit the thumbs up. Oh, ahoy there, Elizabeth. Oh, little Will. She said, does the red funnel stop today? Red funnel only stops ever so briefly. Last one's about about midnight-ish, and then the next one is about 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on the time of year. So it's almost a 24-hour service. Ahoy there, Stoner Chicky. Yes, come smoke with me. Just like a big ship. Yeah. It is a big ship, and it is smoking. Ahoy there, Barbaress. Oh, ahoy there, Kenneth Grinot, who says that the Queen Elizabeth has gone a bit further down the Bay of Biscay and is cruising around. Ah, thanks for that information, Jimmy. I didn't track them that far. I suspect Ken has been using one of the many websites for tracking ships. They're all incredibly handy. You've got Vessel Tracker and Marine Traffic and a whole number of them. You key in the name of the vessel you wish to track. They'll give you their location. I use them for tracking the arrivals if I want to drone a ship. But of course I use my own website for doing that. Looks like it could be a good sunset this evening, shipmates. Wolfgang H says, what's for dinner on board? Who knows? John Ben, Disney Magic waiting for passengers. Okay. Boy there, Gail Cooper. Oh, with Steve Skipper, the Regal Princess gave a great show the other night. Oh yeah, good to hear. There was a lot of hooting and honking the other night. Nothing from the Anthems of the Seas this evening. We should get Disney Magic hooting as she spins at cooties. I've pretty much got that down to a T now when that happens. So I should make sure I put the microphone on. Tim Bowerman says Anthem is bigger than the container ship. Yes, the CMA CGM Alcazar, not so large. Anthem of the Seas, quite humongously massive. Nearly 5,000 passenger capacity. Coming in at 347 metres long, which for a cruise ship is right up there with the biggest. It's about the same length as the Queen Mary 2. That's looking quite pretty out there this evening, even though some of that is smoggy smoke. Where did I go for the channel? Back to the chat. Lynn Hawker says, might be the new normal for lifeboats, easy to spot in the water. Oh, I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, I suppose it matches up with the logo, doesn't it? The Royal Caribbean logo's got some yellow in it, so perhaps it was a stylistic feature. I'm talking about the yellow lifeboats here. See yellow lifeboats on the side. Well, they're tenders, aren't they? Tender lifeboats, those ones. Perhaps it matches up with the logo. Not sure. Sorry, I was amused by shipmate Nicholas Stokes saying how I wished for bow thrusters on my narrowboat. I've never seen a bow thrusters on a narrowboat. I'm not that experienced with narrowboats. I know nothing about them really. But I'd be surprised if you needed bow thrusters on a narrowboat, but I'll take your word for it. Stern thruster as well, perhaps. Or maybe a pod drive so you can just joystick control it. Oh, ahoy there, Tim Pullin, who will be proudly wearing his Solent Ships t-shirt on Queen Elizabeth when we depart the 14th of September, if it arrives in time. Fairly certain I'll be violating some dress code. Excellent, shipmate. And what a better way to violate a dress code than with a Solent Ships t-shirt. A few people on the stern there. It's quite a pretty stern now. I do like the wraparound glass. Really, I think that's quite a good feature. I think that's I don't remember now which ship. I think that's a interior promenade area or something. It's not a restaurant. I think I've got that confused before with another ship. But yes, good on you, Tim. Shipmate Tim. Send us a photo. Send us a photo on board with your t-shirt on, and I'll stick that on the page. With there, Mark Green. Oh, with there, Chris Bevan says, lovely view of a boat. No, just waiting for the Disney Magic. I haven't seen her yet. We'll go back to the Anthem of the Seas as she passes Town Quay here. In case you're wondering, the CMA CGM Alcazar is trundling along nicely down Southampton water. Not much traffic out there this evening. It's very, very low traffic all day. Just about to go past the Esso refinery where there's a few ships in there. Oh, yes, Stefan Prince says he's been on all of the P&O ships, or will have to cruise on the Royal Caribbean. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'll give you something else to broaden your ship's sailing horizon. Chris Bevan says, doesn't Anthem of the Seas have a robotic bar? Not sure. Definitely one of the ships has a robotic bar. I know MSC Virtuosa does. I think you could well be right. It is becoming a bit of a blur, all these cruise ships, all the exciting features they have on board. I quite look forward to a robotic bar, as long as you don't have to put £2.50 in just to play the bar. Although I suppose on the flip side, you would be guaranteed a win, wouldn't you? Ahoy there, Raymond Davies from Hemel Hempstead. And ahoy there, Liz Johnson. Starting to get the hang of this now. The Disney Magic will reverse this way. She'll start to spin around, and pretty much as she just about points towards us, she'll blow a horn. So I'll put the microphone on just before. Just pick up a bit of street noise, which is a bit of a shame, but I hope you'll cope with that. The Anthem of the Seas now, going past the Sky Princess. Sky Princess due to leave at, I think it's 9 o'clock this evening, not for a little while. A couple of days ago, when we had two of the princesses here, there was a very long love boat horn battle, which rattled round town, which was quite good. One of the shipmates, I don't remember which one it was, he was standing at the end of Town Quay Pier, which is just to your right of that picture, and he said it was very good. That's nice. I think he chose the perfect location for hearing the horn battle. I've noticed that sister cruise ships tend to communicate a lot more with the horns to each other than competing lines. They don't seem to talk to one another. Our local historic vessel, the SS Shield Hall, she has a variety of steam-powered whistles. A steam-powered whistle and a steam-powered, well, I don't know, we call it a whooper or something. And when she goes down the water, if there are cruise ships out, she always honks at them and whistles at them, and they normally respond. So that's quite enjoyable. Dizzy Medic just about getting ready to turn, so I'll probably turn the microphone on a second, just in case it's she goes a bit early, because she has been blowing a horn earlier and earlier. Oh, Health Bell says Sky Princess and Levy's just changing berth. Oh, okay, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't look that closely at the timetable. You're probably right. It does catch you out with the change berth. Oh yeah, she's going up. She's going up to the other end, 106, where Disney was. So I don't quite know why they do all those sort of strange moving around the ports sometimes. Anyway, it does go on. Some of the shortest cruises in the world. Thank you for that, shipmates, for keeping me in touch. It's turning into quite a lovely evening. Ideal if you're sat outside on your rum-based cocktail. I think you can see what I mean now. If you were in Mayflower Park, I know the camera makes things look closer than they are, but if you are in Mayflower Park, look how close you are to the ships. Almost looks like they're going to hit the land, doesn't it? Oh yeah, ice cream. Scooby's gone today. I'm not sure if Scooby was there today. I hadn't actually looked in the park. But perhaps Scooby, the ice cream van, has Monday off, or she's left early. Yeah, shocking. I've said it before, but I think the attention to detail on the exterior of the Disney Magic is very impressive. Some yellow detailing down the side of the hull, some yellow graphics on the front, yellow anchors, yellow lifeboats, and even yellow ropes when she's tied up. She really does look like she's going to hit the shore, doesn't she? But I can assure you that she won't. Ahoy there, Kev Wadey. He says he enjoys watching the ships before they come to the Solent past his house in East Cowles. Oh, excellent, shipmate. Well, if you have a decent enough view, do you fancy hosting a camera for the channel? Just a question. Shipmate one down on his boat says it's 8 PM. The Sky Princess moves, not 9 PM according to VTS site. Oh, well. The time from VTS's website do seem to be open to interpretation. Although it's regularly updated, so you have to take them with a pinch of salt. can see there's quite a crowd down there for the Disney Magic. And there was a shipmate, wasn't there, that said they were down there. Oh, shipmate Sue Holliston says they're sitting in our living room watching Disney Magic, eating a cornetto. Well, that's certainly one way to do it. Just hoping she's going to blow her horns, I reckon, shortly. Next, give it 30 seconds. Shipmate Joanna Osborne says the first thing I do on is get a Mickey bar. Okay, what is a Mickey bar? New to me. You'd almost think that Disney Magic was close enough to touch, wouldn't you? I mean, there is a few feet there, but you can see what I mean about how close you get to the ships. And because in this part of the port they're limited by speed and they're often turning, you get the best opportunity to really see the ships. I hope you heard that. That was a bit of horn action. I think it was twice. Very unusual. Don't normally get the horn played twice like that. I don't know if they have a visitor to the bridge to press the horn button. Could be a thing, couldn't it? Special treat for a lucky young child, and they've given the horn button a double press. Oh, there's Steve Skip says, what is the cost for docking these days? I'm not entirely sure, but I've read somewhere that it was round about $50,000 a day. Ahoy there, Ships and Trains 2021. What time's Anthem of the Seas depart? Well, you're a bit late for that one, shipmate. She's already departed. Anthem of the Seas is currently making her way down Southampton water. She's over there, sailing serenely down a very quiet Southampton water. We did get some passenger numbers, I think, did we, for Disney Magic? If not, she seems to be operating at about 50% capacity, so there'll be about 1,500 passengers on board, and then about 900 or 900 and something crew. Seems to be what she's been going out for the last 3 or 4 times. Do like the bow on the Disney Magic. I think she does resemble quite a bit Queen Mary 2 in sort of lines and length and elegance. Built in 1998, so certainly not a young cruise ship. There are a couple of new Disney cruise ships coming. I'm not sure they'll be visiting Southampton very often, so this is very unusual to get the Disney ships in. Oh, thank you, Robert and Stephen Joy. The Disney Magic number 1,646 passengers. There we go. There's a waiver. Good man. 1,646 passengers and 899 crew. So a few more passengers than last time. And a little fewer crew. The pontoons that you can see just before you at the bottom of the screen, they are for the Southampton Boat Show, which starts in September. Princess Sissy says she didn't hear the horn go off. I'm sat at my window. Oh, well, we certainly heard it here, shipmate. Maybe the wind. With their bubblehead, says that he's enjoying the parade of ships lurking about in the Solent Lounge. Ooh, where's the Solent Lounge then? Sounds like somewhere that should be playing Solent Ships TV, doesn't it? The Solent Lounge. The CMA CGM Alcazar just probably reaching the end of Southampton Water, about to turn right at Cowshot Spit, and the Anthem of the Seas heading down that way. Disney Magic just going past the ferry terminal. With their Kev Wadey says, if I can do a camera here, then it would be my pleasure. Oh, excellent, Kev. Send me an email. Contact details are on the About page of the YouTube channel. Yeah, send me an email. I'll see where you are, see what your view is. But I've been looking for a camera in Cowes. I've had a few nibbles, shall I say. A few inquiries, a few contacts, but each camera is not particularly cheap, so I need to think carefully about where to invest the cameras so that we get the best coverage. Relatively inexpensive to run. They're only a few watts. Somewhere in the region of, can't remember, I worked it out now. I think it's about 5p a day in electricity, something like that. Maybe not even that. Bit of internet. Lovely detailing on the front there. You get to see the yellow anchors I was talking about. Ali Clark thinks the Solent Lounge is at Bembridge. Oh, okay. And Owl S has already put a timestamp up for everyone to know when the horn goes off. Yes, it certainly is. Lucy Hill, ahoy there, shipmate. Lovely sunset. Yes, it is a lovely sunset this evening. Give you to afford yourself an opportunity to sit outside with a rum-based cocktail. You'll be in for a treat. I do particularly like the stern on the Disney Magic. Not to everyone's taste, so I hear. Good old Goofy is still hanging on for good luck. Keeping up with the painting. I think there could well be a really nice sunset this evening. Looking like a bit of a traffic jam down at Southampton Water with the Red Funnel Ferry, the CMM CJ Alcazar, and the Anthem of the Seas. Shipmate Lizzie Phillips says there's a hidden swimming pool behind the yellow anchor. I think it's for the crew use. Is that at the bow there? Yes. It appears on most cruise ships that there are some pools or hot tubs at the bow, and it is just for crew usage. I've seen that on a few ships. Shipmate Red Bee says, are those portholes all for cabins? I'm not sure, but I do know that a family member that went on Disney Magic last week, they were on a porthole. They booked a porthole cabin and got upgraded to a balcony. So I certainly know that some of the portholes are for passengers. I'd imagine some are probably for crew as well. They're the ones probably lower down. Keep the crew in the bowels of the ship. And here's one of the other Red Funnel ferries. The Red Falcon's just popping in. If you can coordinate being on a ferry when a cruise ship leaves, like you would have done this evening on the Red Falcon, you'd have seen Anthem of the Seas, Disney Magic, really close up. You'd sailed right past both of them. And, of course, you'd have had a prime view of CMA CGM Alcazar. Somebody said something about... I missed the comment. If I move the comment section, it jumps around rather. It's very difficult to keep on top. Whoops, that's a bit fast. Slow that one down. Shipmate Joanna Osborne says first cruise on Disney Magic in 2014. Beautiful ship. Steve Kipp says Southampton rules the waves and Man U. Okay, bit of football talk come in, has it? And the large screen there on the back of the funnel is called the Funnel Vision and totally fails to play Solent Ships TV. There's those funnels there's those portholes we were talking about. So I think my understanding is these round ones. Here we go. Let's look at this. We have the power and technology. Let's have a little zoom in. So these round ones, I believe, are all passenger portholes. Certainly the big ones. There may be some smaller ones for use of staff. Not sure. Have to have a look at the deck plan on that one. Ahoy there, Joanna Osborne. Answering a question asked earlier. Mickey Bar is a chocolate-coated vanilla ice cream bar shaped like Mickey's head. You have to ask for them special because they often are not on the menu. Maybe on room service menu. Aha, well, there you go. You've answered my question. Sounds like the perfect treat for a trip out on the Solent. You're enjoying this, potentially, I would say, lovely sunset. And here's the Sky Princess. Quite like the graphics on the front of the Sky Princess. That's very fetching. For a long time I thought it was an octopus until somebody corrected me and told me it was actually the logo of the Princess line. Oops. Ah, look at that. See, the sun is setting beautifully this evening. Oh, ahoy there, shipmate. Shadow Productions. Oh, he's appended a decently long message there. It says, always nice to tune in and listen to your commentary while watching these beautiful ships pass by. Thank you for all the work you put into this channel. Well, thank you, shipmate. Thank you for your kind donation. That might well be going onto a camera at... Oh, I've forgotten the chap's name. The chap's going to email me from Cowes about a camera location. Nikki Wilson says Disney's playing Frozen on the telly. Well, that would be... that seems to be what she was playing last time. I would have thought perhaps there'd have been something newer to show on the funnel vision. The Sky Princess is going to shortly be departing and going to the other end of the port. And I think someone, shipmate, says she's leaving in a few days' time. And ahoy there, shipmate. Train Crew says that the Princess logo is the Sea Witch. Oh, that's right, the Sea Witch. I personally think it looks like an octopus. Then I start thinking about sushi, and then I get all hungry. I think I have a fish-driven mind. Ahoy there, shipmate. Mark Castle says the smaller portholes are mostly crew live areas. Crew work and live areas. Aha, good. There we go. Answered that question there. Thank you, shipmate. That's what I like about this channel. And whenever a strange question comes up, there's always a shipmate that knows the answer. Absolutely brilliant. Right, shipmates, I'm going to continue following the Disney magic as she makes her way down Southampton Water and also the Anthem of the Seas. But I do need to attend to the galley. So many thanks for tuning in. I shall keep the stream going. Many thanks to all my PayPal donors. Oh, and many thanks to Steve Skip there for his kind donation. Many thanks to the PayPal donors, the Patreons, subscribers, and of course the Blue Spanners for looking after all the chats, not just the chat on this live stream, but on the constant streams. So make sure you subscribe. You'll be notified next time there's a live stream, which I'm not sure when that'll be at the moment. Probably later in the week. I'll look for a day where we have a couple of cruise ships at the same time because it's a little bit more exciting, isn't it? Harder work on the cameras, but I can cope. Until next time, shipmates.
On the move now from SO number 5.
This is Puma VTS, all received, sir. Thank you. Disney Magic, just at Western Shelf, slow steaming. She's aware of you underway.
Cheers, Red 7. High line from Michigan.
Jet 7 VTS, that's all copied and clear to proceed, sir.
Thanks, everyone's alongside. This craft is out of service. Good night.
7 VTS all received, thank you, and good evening to you all. We'll speak again tomorrow.
VTS, Glovis Summit, starboard side, long side on 104, making fast.
Glovis Summit VTS, that's all received, sir, thank you, good evening.
Even to you.
VTS Eston.
Eston VTS.
Eston will finish with the Glovis Summit back to 37.
Eston VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
VTS, Anthem of the Seas at the hook out to the East Main Channel.
Anthem of the Seas VTS, that's all received, sir, thank you.
VTS, Harty.
RT VTS, good evening.
Evening, Chris. Finish at 104. We're back to 44.
RT VTS, that's all copy done, thank you.
Cool.
Boat on VTS. Boat on VTS, that's all we see, so thank you. If you could give me a call back once underway, over.
VTS, Red Osprey, Hookley.
Red Osprey VTS, all we see, sir, thank you. Sea Puma there, outward bound, followed by Disney Magic, just past Codlin.
VTS Red Falcon, shortly departing Royal Pierce Cows.
Red Falcon VTS, that's all we see, Mom. Thank you. The Disney Magic just passing SO now, outward bound, clear channel. Sea Puma just at the hook, also clear channel, outward bound.
Thank you.
Yes, Sea Puma, Hook Boy outwards.
Sea Puma VTS, all we see, thank you. Jet 6 VTS, good evening, that's all received, sir, thank you. This is the Puma, just on the Calshot turn, outward bound and clear channel. Followed by the Disney Magic, she's just passed an SO outward bound, also clear channel. Disney Magic VTS, all received, mine, thank you.
Yes, on VTS, the Sky Princess on 12. Good evening.
Sky Princess, VTS, good evening.
Yeah, VTS, Sky Princess, 38.9. Just taking the gangway off, making preparations. Should be good for 2000 departure for a shift up to 106. Draft of 8.7 metres, and I understand you've got all the other details you need.
Sky Princess, VTS, that's all copied, and confirmed 8.6, 8.7, and all the other details are in the system. Red Osprey just at Northwest Netley inward bound, nothing inward bound after the Osprey.
That's all copied, thank you.
VTS, Red Osprey, Western Chef, request to continue.
Red Osprey, VTS, that's all copied and cleared to proceed, sir, thank you. We champion VTS, good evening. We champion VTS, that's all received, sir, thank you. You've got the Alcazar there just approaching the Fort Tower bound, followed by the Anthem of the Seas approaching Mother Bank outward bound, a Sea Puma just past the Bourne Gap, and Disney Magic at Calshot Turn outward bound. North of the ride, all received, sir, thank you. It's CMA CGM Alcazar VTS, that's all received, sir, thank you. No reported inbound traffic. I can see the Normandy 10 miles to the south in Portsmouth, followed by the Coton, but not spoke to them as yet, so unable to give you which side of the tower they're going over. Normandy, VTS, good evening. Normandy, VTS, all received, sir. Thank you. The sea message, Alcazar, just through the fort, outward bound. She'll be using the water channel. She's followed by the Anthem of the Seas, just at Mother Bank, outward bound, and the Sea Puma, currently on the Granville's turn, outward bound, over.
Sea Puma, is the Magic.
Magic, Sea Puma.
Yeah, evening, Rod. You're happy, I'll overtake on your port side, I'll go north to right middle. Thanks, sir.
Have a set, VTS, good evening. Have a set, VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. This is message, Alcazar, approaching the Warner Buoy now, outward bound and using the water channel.
BTS, Red Jet 6, Northwest Net, the permission to carry on and speak, please.
Red Jet 6, VTS, that's all received, sir, and clear to proceed. Commodore Goodwill, VTS, good evening.